All right, we're live. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you for coming on in. If you're new to the stream or new to the channel, we're going to start doing more AMAs with projects that I like and that I've been researching. Found this project when it was almost like $1 million market cap, really. A lot of people in my channel were looking at it. We got together, we did our research, we liked what we saw. I originally go to the website, right? I go to a website, and in the first 30 seconds, I need to know what you do and what you're about. Like, a lot of them make you scroll down a little bit. Like, that 30 seconds matters to me. And I go over hundreds and hundreds of coins like every week, right? As my channel, we go over like almost sometimes 20 a day. So I went to their website right off the bat. It got me. I saw some Xbox logos going on there. I saw some other stuff. Uh, Liked how they were tweeting. Liked how the team was conjoined. I sent some of my sentinels into their Telegram group. They reported back the AMAs were going well. Every time they did an AMA, I was getting good reports. I said, you know what? One of these AMAs has to come onto the live stream. So everybody, welcome to the OR team. We call it ORE. It's the OR team. An iron ore, right? Ore is the core, right? The core that comes from the word core, the core of the earth, right? The beginning, right? So when I think of ore, I think of ore. I think of elements that create the beginnings of things, things that make it all happen. So welcome. You can all each introduce yourselves. This is the core of the OR team. Yeah, and guys, we'll be looking at the chat. I'm gonna pop out the chat here. We'll be looking at it and ask your questions, please. Many of us are investors. This is your chance to talk to, the people that you're invested in. Find out what they're doing. Find out what makes them tick. See where they're going. And with that, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming on in.
Thanks. Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
pleasure being here.
Hey, thank you, Lifer. Thanks for having us on. We're glad to be here. Yeah, I see you got a new office. I like the.
I love this office. This is a very comfortable seat you got here.
Yep.
Flew these guys in,
Very cool.
So yeah, I'll do intro.
Sorry about the appetizer on the private jet. It could have been a little better.
Yeah.
But next time.
It's all right. You got to take the roles when you get them, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, my name's Nick Donarski. I'm the founder of OR System. Just a nerd, a gamer, and an engineer. In all honesty. So next.
I'm Jonah. I'm the CTO at OR System. I am also a nerd, a gamer, and all the rest. Armando?
Hey, I'm Armando Tiongson. I am the Director of Project Management, Program Management here at the OR System. I was a nerd, I was a geek, and I'm trying to re-become a nerd and geek with these guys because I miss gaming, I miss the whole tech industry, so definitely glad to be part of this team. There are a couple missing though, our CEO, our business guys, and our marketing and audio visual guys, but they couldn't be here today, but thank you for having us.
He does the heavy lifting, if you can't tell. But let's start off with we'll start off with I have some questions that were sent in, and they're general questions, right? We'll start off easy, but there's 6 good questions, we'll fire off a couple of them and we'll go from there. But, why should people invest in the OR token? I mean, obvious question, but, why would someone want to invest in the OR token? What separates you from I threw play to earn at the beginning of this, and you guys kind of corrected me, like, why not just kind of play to earn here? Like, there's more going on here than that. And I think I still have a lot to learn. So, yeah, let me know.
Sure. So one of the first and foremost things, right, is the OR token is a utility token. We're not a security. We don't promote using it as that avenue of a security. There's no promise that it's going to go up, go down. The beauty of it, though, is that it's completely owned by the community. So we like to use the Chuck E. Cheese model, right? You can go into Chuck E. Cheese, you can buy tokens, you can use them for the games. You can go play any game in Chuck E. Cheese. Some of them give you tickets. Some of them are just for fun. Whole 9 yards, right? When you've got your kids, you're walking out of Chuck E. Cheese and you've got a handful of tokens left. What are you going to do? You're going to sell them to the next dad walking in, right? And that's really where the power of the way that the OR token works. It's a utility token. The community, right, can trade that how they want to. They dictate the power of really what is the OR token. The OR token, though, applies to really in the OR system, bridging the gap of just single usage tokens, right? The OR token can be used for the NFTs. It can be used in-game for developers. If you're doing an MMORPG and you don't want to define all of the various different nuances of what that in-game economy looks like, you can off the shelf use something that's cross-platform that multiple people already can use, can access, can have, can trade, can the more support that the community provides, the more developers that are out there that are using it, the more the system begins to be used, right? That's where the power of owning or token really comes. So whether you're just owning it and you're holding out because you're looking for an awesome, item to come hit the shop, or whether you're using it for whatever your purpose is, right? For us, it is about the utility and the beauty of having that decentralization of ownership in gaming. And that goes from the core of simply the token all the way through to the point of actually ownership of games.
So you're a fan of Meta then?
I
No, I'm
like
just
the fact. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like with Metaverse, whether it's
No, but I'm saying how Facebook changed their name to Meta. Like, I'm like,
I mean, name changes are like a coat of paint.
so you like
or-
Meta then? I love that. I love how they did that. Just try
Yeah.
to steal a whole industry real quick in like one swoop.
I mean, the bigger these players become in the market, the more adopted the technology is. So your user base continues to grow. And for us, right, we like to think that we're about 4 to 6 months ahead of a lot of this, because we started it, a year ago. Well, actually, yeah, it's been about a year, almost 13 months ago, where a lot of these new organizations coming into the market are trying to accelerate to get in front of that. And if you accelerate, you become a flash in the pan, you burn out quick, and you find that or the product ends up sucking at the end.
Yeah, you can appease a bull run, right, for fast gains, right? So you can be like, damn, if we had only thrown out 2 more gains, we would have pumped in this run, and you could throw some trash out there to get the pump, right? But then right? I get it, right? So it's like, I love what I'm hearing here, because this sounds like something that you'd want to be involved with long term. We just have a 1999 super chat came in from Lord Vero Even. The ORE system is paving the way to fill the merge between the AAA gaming crypto and movies. The future is bright. Let's bring that in now. I have another question here. Why should game developers choose the ORE system? All right.
I'll leave it to my CTO. Come on.
Okay, I was doing a heart at Lord V. So say that question for me one more time.
Yeah, no worries. Why should game developers choose ORE? And before I bring up that question, because that question actually is like, wait, you're not just someone I can buy a game from. I can make games with you. Wait, what's going on? Because that question implies that this person knew more about you than the average watcher. He's saying, well, okay, I'm a game developer. Why would I want to develop with ORE system? And for everyone to know that, also explain to them that you get what I'm saying. Explain that concept that you're not just a game. You're a house. You're a factory house. Right? Remember that show, Rob Dyrick's Factory? You're a factory. You're not just one game. You're a powerhouse.
Absolutely. So that's a great question. So that's exactly it. We have what we're calling an integration engine, right? The entire OR system acts as an integration engine. So if you're an indie developer, a AAA developer, doesn't matter. If you're trying to hop on and accelerate, as we were talking about, and produce this sort of metaverse or blockchain enabled game or media, right? Because as Lord V pointed out, we're not tied specifically to games, right? That's just our focal point at the moment, because we got to keep a tight scope, right? But if you're looking to get on that wave, look, we've already done the work. We already have the factory lined out. We have the tools available. And the truth is, if you come in and you want to use the whole system, because basically all you have is a pair of legs that can do footwork and an idea. Okay, come on, here's all the tools, here's how you use them, right? Now, if you only need a certain set of tools, come on, pick those tools. If you're a AAA developer and you already have most of it cornered, but you just need that blockchain enabling hey, it's already done for you. Just grab that set over there and go to work.
Now,
So
when you say that, is that like making an ERC20 token on the Ethereum mainnet? Are they still connected to your mainnet? Are you guys having a mainnet? I'm like a mainnet guy. I understand everything as like how the coin ecosystem works. So I'm trying to get my head around this and I don't understand. So I'm like, how do I,
Sure.
does my coin, do I make my own coin? Is my game underneath your game? Where is there both options? And, what is the ideas,
sure. So we have a token pre-built, okay, the OR token. We have an NFT contract already ready for you to use, right? Now, as a software company, because at our core we are a software company, if you want your own special token, hey, we can do that too. We've already proven that we can do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so we can talk about that, right? And we already have the legal and the marketing framework to enable that, right? And so you can spend the first 8 months like Nick did putting this thing together, or we've already got it right here. Just come on, we're affordable. We know what we're doing.
Well, in technology, right? You get the choice of three things. You get fast, cheap, or easy, right? Those are the three things that you get when you're talking about software. For us, we found a way that we can do all three of those. We like to call it the unicorn, right? You can get fast, cheap, and easy. So for us, in this case, we're using BSC, but we also aren't just limiting ourselves to that place, right? Because we want to make sure that we're expanding to build with the technology. In this case, we're looking at also the interoperability between leveraging other chains to allow that cross-chain functionality. So you not only are supporting, the token itself, its interactions, but also supporting developers, right, that want to expand between other different types of blockchains, other technologies, but really see the value in what our system brings as that integration engine.
Yeah, like when I see a coin, like I'm a coin speculator in a way, like when I see a coin, I want to see a BSC address, a Polygon address. Are we going to see something like that with ORE? Could we buy it on QuickSwap? Could we buy it on, are we going to be able to buy it on more than just one chain, or is that?
I won't say where we're looking, but yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to make it so that it's more accessible to more users.
I love BSC though. Smart move on BSC. Like stay away from the ETH chain. The other ones are almost too new in a way. Like a guy like me understands Polygon, Solana, and all these other things, but like, right? BSC is the way to go, man. I still love the fees. I love the operability. I do a Pancake Swap masterclass to this day. I do a MetaMask course. It's all surrounded on. You can't say Pancake didn't make its name. The swap to this day still has like the best AMA and it's the safest and best place to actually do a lot of DeFi too. They've never been hacked, never been exploited yet. So
there's always time for that. There's always time for that. I come from a security background, so never is an ambiguous word. But that being said, the beauty of it is the Ethereum network and the gas fees alone just kill the UX, the user experience. We're paying, $10, $50, $250 for, a $5 in-game item. There's no gamer out there that's going to do that.
No.
So this provides that fast, that cheap, and that easy.
Amazing.
It's just not realistic to have that level of fees, right? For what the OR system is designed to do. Now, will we bridge to that network in the future if we find that there's a function that it can provide? Absolutely.
Look
we
at
never
this.
close ourselves off to anything.
Lord V, or even, let's get, look what he says here. Let's get some, on my super chats. Let's get some appreciation super chats and stickers going. The 10th to post will receive 5 billion ORE from ORE Lord's secret stash. Let's effing go. The 10th person to post a super chat will be getting a $5 billion. I'm about to post a super chat right now.
I gotta go.
So guys, see, just participating in cryptocurrency, it's the greatest place on earth. All right, we have another question coming in here.
I have to say, we have an awesome community. The foundational community that has been with us from the ground floor has been amazing. And we just want to, we want to continue to build that awesomeness as everything kind of grows around it.
They say, are you in contact with any AAA games? Do you have plans to actually launch on, or that have plans to launch on the ORE system?
So we absolutely, at this point, I can say that we've already talked to at least one, but all of them, right? All of them, just like anything else, as a big business, because they're in it for the dollars and cents, want to show a proven track record before they ever get in or on or integrate anything when they're talking about their bottom line, right? So until we get to the point where we have the community support, we have the technology proven, we have, baselines that we can provide these larger vendors, we can have the conversation.
Hold up,
but we have to grow to that.
Hold on, we just got a $200 super chat. Hold on. Hold on, $200. I think the first one was a $200 super chat. I'm horrible. I thought it was a $20 one because I'm assuming they're both red. They're both like this. In my defense, they're both like the red color. $200 super chat from Lord Vero. Even the ORE system is paving the way to fill the merge. AAA gaming coin. Shout out to you for the spot. I mean, that's basically, you sponsored this video at this point. Thank you so much. From my channel to yours. I'm getting a new mixer for these type of sessions. It costs $500. I just had to order it. I'm getting a new mic. I just had to put about $2,000 back into the studio. I'm consistently putting money back into the channel. So that goes a long way. $199, unbelievable. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Very, very nice of you. And thank you for, the whole RE team coming through. I mean, we got a couple stickers coming on in here. We got Ram Salinas 9 with a $4.99 Keep It Up sticker. We got another FPV MG Unit 13 with a $3 sticker coming on in. Such a king. Peanuts to support a good project. Literally, let's go. Colorblind. I am colorblind. I don't know why he said that. Does he know I'm colorblind? Anyway, approximately when and these are some hard questions. The guy that asked these questions, like, I almost was like, damn, these are a little tough, but approximately when is the plans to have a AAA game on the ORE system? 1 to 4 years, 5 to 10 years, sooner or later? I feel like you kind of answered that in a way, and I don't feel like you shouldn't be pressured to have that time. We don't know, but I mean, I guess you have an idea.
Yeah, really, it's as we establish ourselves, right, as a core process, the technology is good, and that's one thing that we have always focused on, is the technology, right? Because that's what is going to make or break this project.
Super chats are flying in right now. That's crazy.
The technology is what makes or breaks this project. So focusing on that and creating a sound, tested foundation for developers makes it very easy to have that conversation with those that are bigger. So would we love to say we are in with so-and-so? Absolutely. Currently, we're in talks with multiple indie developers. We have a huge community that's provided support to allow us to promote, to those indie developers. We have programs. We are looking for indie developers. So if you're a dreamer, right, say you come up with a dream for that game, and you want to see that happen, you can actually reach out, and we can help put you in touch with those development studios that can bring your dream to fruition. We can help with bringing game-focused marketing efforts for building your game to provide to the clients in an aspect that most developers, especially in that indie space, might not be able to have that conversation, whether it's technology for the architecture and back end, whether it's the anti-cheat functionality and the anti-cheat systems that are out there, whether it's developer diaries and things like that. All of that goes built into what we're building in the community is what we want to be able to offer to everybody as part of the community. That's why we are an integration engine.
Dude, check this out. $4.99 just came in. Look, this is crazy. $3 comes in. $2 from Rocket Dog. 1333. Let's go, Lifer fam. Bump for someone to be the 10th. 1333. Zero Allegiance. Let's get that train going. $20 super chat. $5 super chat. Proud of the ORE team. Keep grinding. Lifer, much success to you and your leadership. Wow, man. Another $10 super chat. What? Happy Saturday from Bobby Fan for the $2. Thanks for the ORE team and Lifer from Brian Shrimp for the $4.99. Rocket Dog for another $5. unbelievable. I think we've almost hit like $300-400. This is insane. This is insane. Who are we? Warriors. Eric Wana Presticio. Yeah, best project ever. Shout out to the Warriors. All right, keep it moving. Any plans for upcoming centralized exchanges for the next few months? Obviously, I don't know, it's always like a hush-hush thing, but, someone had to ask,
Yeah, no. I'll point this way. So, Jonah, go ahead.
That'll be a Jonah question.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, what's our question?
No, it's the exchange question. So, when
gotcha.
When Central Exchange, when's it going to happen? And actually, we have an awesome story on this because
yeah. So I have a little anecdote on that. Okay, so we've been in discussion with multiple centralized exchanges. I'll call them sexes. We've been in talks with these guys, and the only thing holding us back is making sure that we have acceptable terms. Okay, as part of the DeFi movement, because we are part of the DeFi movement, we're a little bit skeptical about centralized exchanges. So we want to negotiate good terms, right? That's fair. Okay. Now,
what do they do? What do they do? Like, could you give us a little window as to why you have this? Like, what's are they're just purging? Like, they just want $400,000 and you get in? Is it a pay to play? So, like, what is why do you have to be so protective? If I may ask, if it's okay, I don't want to pry, but
Sure. I'll go into that. After,
yeah. And you don't have to answer that either. I'm just trying to always learn.
Sure. So, you know what? Let's talk about it now. So the centralized exchange, yeah, in a way it is pay to play, right? By relying on centralized exchanges, we're kind of stepping away from the big dream of decentralized finance, right? We're relying on them.
Is it like a rapper signing? He could go independent, but he signs to Sony, and now he's basically a soldier for a corporate conglomerate, and he can never go do an independent show down in Philly to help a local artist that he wants to because it's not part of his contract, and he can't. And now he's gonna get all the fake fans that they're gonna put him in front of throughout the world. Like he's gonna get, he's not gonna get real core people that really love him and care about him, right? It's gonna be kind of like a cookie cutter fan base, right?
Yes, sir. And it's not even that we have a problem with that per se. It's just we believe in the big dream of decentralized finance where the individual has ownership stake, right? They have just as much authority and power in the system as everybody else, right? And so I don't want to get into the shady deals of centralized finance. If you watch the news at all or you play the stock market at all, okay? If you know. But so about a week and a half ago or so, we finally arrived at acceptable terms, what we felt like were acceptable terms with a centralized exchange that I won't name, but you'll know. So we said, okay, look, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do.
Sorry, I'm sneezing. I'm just sick. Really. I'm feeling that well.
Before we actually put pen to paper, before we send these guys, the product and the documents and everything, let's take the weekend to kind of read over the contracts again. It turns out over that weekend, these guys were involved. They had a major hack, right?
There you go.
And so all of their users, we watched live while their users' wallets were dumped, right? Yep. And so it was kind of like that moment where we say, well, thank you, because we're not in a rush. We take our time about things, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're not even totally scratching those guys off our list, right? Because hacks happen. If you're successful, then people are going to try to take what you have. And
I like what you guys are doing because it's a lot like what I'm doing on my channel. I think that's why we're all here together. There's definitely a frequency bringing our team and me together here. I haven't done a lot of AMAs, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because I'm a weirdo. Like, I'm a selective detail guy. Like, I'm just not bringing anyone into my baby. This channel is my baby, right? You guys go do something weird and then you're on my channel, then I get associated, right? So like everything I do, I have to watch, right? And a lot of people get like, why do you give away so much free stuff? Like, again, I have teams behind me that want to like kind of promote me and do things. And like, even yesterday, someone in my inner circle was like, oh, like we're trying to sell that. Why would you put that out? And in my mind, I'm like, well, because that's what got me here in the first place. Like, not worrying about trying to get where everyone else is trying to go, doing me, and knowing that my core and my beliefs are so strong that I'm going to attract the success. Like, it's going to happen. Like, I'm going to chip away. Like, for instance, you do a live stream every day. You make more money if you do one video. You can do the statistical analysis. If I did one 5-minute video a day, my channel might grow actually faster, right? But I interact with more people. I make more money than a lot of channels way bigger than mine because I have a real product that I sell, which is my classes and everything. But it's the same concept. Like, you guys aren't chasing this, centralized ideal too, right? In the long run, it may take a longer to get there, but the payday is so much bigger on the other side, It's the Gary Vee kind of idea, right? Like, to produce value before, and then people will see that, right, over time.
If those AAA studios start seeing our shirts in the pool and developers wearing those free T-shirts, man, somebody's going to go, hey, who's that? So, the more you can get out there and the more that you can get the word out, that's what we find is value, because the community that's supporting us right now in these in the chats and everything else, right? Those are the guys that are out there that are talking to the people that they know, and all the rest. And we find that we have the community in all kinds of different places. Oh, I switched places.
I swung you over there. I swung you over here because you're looking at us. There you go.
Here, yeah, there you go.
All right, just keep doing your. I like that.
But yeah, it's all about making sure that we're getting the word out. And
dude, you're rubbing my elbow,
if we can support the community to get our word out, that's worth more than any sort of banner ad, any advertising, because your return, right? The return on that is more valuable when somebody tells you about something than if it's pounded into your brain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, the Island Boys. Was that you guys, or was that like
Island Boys?
That being said, let's bring up the Island Boys.
We have to bring it up. Island Boys.
Island Boys.
We actually have.
Xbox Island Boys.
I'm going to throw him under the bus here. We actually have Orlord V to thank for that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I didn't think it was you guys. That's funny.
we have a very fun community, as you could tell. I mean, they're very supportive.
People do what they want once they love you, man. You can't control the masses, Like,
I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute, man.
Hey, man, they're everywhere. So that many people know the name. 1.4 trillion ORE. Here's another 199 super chat. This guy's got 1.4 trillion holding ORE here,
Yeah, baby.
Who that?
To the moon, man.
Another question. What is the roadmap? What is the roadmap for the next few months? Yeah.
All right, PM. What do we got coming up?
I don't know if you could share a screen or anything like that.
Yeah, hold on.
I mean, I could just rattle off stuff from. I mean, unlike other projects, right, who kind of just say, yeah, we're going to do this, right? Thankfully, we have a team that put together a roadmap, right? So people, and if you've looked at, if you've read our white paper, right, or if you've looked at other stuff, we've hit, or if you've seen our old timeline, we've hit most, if not all, of those particular milestones, right? And again, if it's on our website, there's a 6-month roadmap that we have there now that brings us into May of 2022 for the token, for the forge, for the SDK, and the stealth, right?
What is that? Okay. I have no idea what's going on. What the hell is an SDK? Why? What is 3 things? What is the token? What is the SDK? What does that mean?
Pillars.
Yeah.
Right, well,
what's the Trinity? What's the unicorn?
Let's get to the CTO, because he's the
which way am I looking? Let's go passion, guys.
Which side am I looking at? Who am I looking at?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Jonah, come
Am I
on,
looking
baby.
at you? Or am I looking at you?
Cool. Okay, so we have kind of three core components of this OR system, right? We're adding
Mm-hmm.
a fourth in the distribution, the OR stealth, okay? But let's start with the token. We've already talked about it, right? We know what the token is. If we move down to the Forge, okay? The Forge is an NFT marketplace, okay? We're working feverishly on that. We've actually got 2 development teams, and we're already signing up. Starting Monday, we're starting the process of developing version 2. We haven't even released version 1 yet. There's a beta up. So we're working feverishly on the NFT marketplace, so that we can deliver quality content, right? So the idea is that a content creator hops on the Forge, they mint their NFTs, which are going to back digital content, whether that digital content is streaming service, a video game, a movie, okay, or an in-game asset, right? They put that up on the Forge. They don't have to think about blockchain, right? They earn the royalties off of that. We don't capture the royalties. So the artist, the musician, they hop on, they earn the royalties for the rest of their lives. There's nobody else can access it, right? The beauty of DeFi. So that's the Forge, right? So that's cute and all, but how does a studio access that content? Well, they use what is known as a software development kit, an SDK. It's a real simple set of files, right? A kit that the studio or the developer can import into their project, and now they have out-of-the-box access to the token, the marketplace, right? And the stealth client. So the stealth client kind of completes that that diamond there, right? So we mentioned that we have a distribution platform as well, and that's what we call OR stealth. We called it stealth because it was a secret project for a while. Okay, so we only revealed it actually whenever a certain big game distributor revealed that they were banning NFT games, and we said, well, obviously they want us to announce the stealth client. So because we support blockchain gaming, and if you don't want to add blockchain gaming, well, that's just one of those components that you don't have to use. Hop in. We already have marketing, we have legal, we have distribution, and it's all affordable.
Now, this question, you may not need this question, and I actually, like, I'm a newbie. I'll be honest with you. I didn't play Halo like everyone else. I was outside a lot. Like, I got a little. I'm not a gamer. Like, I'm slowly getting into it. I bought a Oculus VR. I don't like the way it makes my head feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm gonna play it. I got all excited. I go put it on for like 20 minutes. I play some ping pong, and I'm like, I kind of want to like look at the trees outside. But I'm getting into it. But my thing is this is with gaming and all that, do you guys also have an idea of coming up with a swap? Would it be ORE swap? Is that something that matters? Like, is that even something you need? Like, because I'm all into like the next swap, coins with swaps.
There's definitely further growth past the 6-month mark that we are actively building a plan, right? The goal for us is not to be gone in 2022. We have a 5-year goal and we have an 8-year goal that we're trying to achieve. So, based on those goals, we have a number of things that we want to build in. But again, in these early days, right? If we don't focus on those core technologies and that core foundational stuff, none of the rest of the plans matter.
Well put, Nick.
Someone said, I want one of the sneeze guard visors that has AR on it so I can go outside and game at the same time.
Hey,
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Well, that's the core. That is the metaverse. That's what we're talking about, man. And it's not going to be long. I'm kind of a technology nerd. It's not going to be long until that stuff is in your contact through a Neuralink, right? And so you're not going to be carrying around your phone or wearing the Oculus anymore.
Neuralink. I'm going to have something in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm never going to want to be off, but what if I want to be off? Like, I'm always on, like, like I have to be on always. Like, yeah.
One of the beauties of doing what we're doing and being, the software company and all the rest is we will be at CES coming up in January too. So we're not going to be showing at CES, but we will be there attending.
Oh, you will?
So we will be at CES in January here. We've got a number of other conversations that are spurring out of that, and we've got some other, good announcements coming.
Great thing. I mean, every time I go to CES, you come home, like, great things will happen to you guys there. Like, You always meet
We're looking
somebody.
forward
You
to
always
it.
have you'll always have a good conversation. You'll meet some amazing, innovative person that will be a bridge to something you've been working on. Or, oh man, I
That's
love
the goal.
CES. Is like, oh my god, like anyone's never been to CES, and it gets bigger every year. Like I can't believe it. I was there 2 years ago. It was insanity. Like taking golf carts to get around. Like it was 5 buildings, and like it was insanity. The city's beautiful. It was one of my first times in Las Vegas. I have nothing but great things to say about Las Vegas. You know, being someone who had never been to Las Vegas, you hear all this stuff like, you know, I thought I was going to see, you know, what everyone thinks. And it was just like, you don't have to touch a faucet. Like everything is automated. It's the cleanest restaurants you've ever been to, the cleanest bathrooms. Like it's family friendly.
Best buffets.
Oh God. I went to the Wynn and had the buffet at the Wynn. It was, oh my
Yes.
God. Like,
Get it.
that was the best. So yeah, you guys, man, doing it. Yeah, everyone else, let's see too. Any more questions here coming into the chat here? I want to see.
So I saw some OSIRIS questions. So yeah, OSIRIS, as far as going into buildings.
Yeah,
and
what
such
is
like
what
that.
is OSIRIS? What is it?
So,
what does
yeah.
that mean? What is the OSIRIS protocol? And,
So OSIRIS, I'll let Jonah get into the lore and stuff, but yeah, OSIRIS really is us proving that the whole system works, right? We're using OSIRIS as our proof of concept. We're using it to get on. That's how we've achieved our ID at Xbox partnership. Is we have the ability to get our content through OSIRIS to prove that the SDK works in multiple different platforms. We're going to be releasing on PC. We're going to be releasing on all of this is built around the core technology, right? So OSIRIS being one game as an example, we already have plans to put out other games as further examples so that we can showcase that the system, right, the foundational core elements of what makes up the OR system can be applied to side-to-side fighters, MMORPGs, survival games, whatever, mobile apps, the platform and the code, and that's the beauty of it, right, is you're given that power to hit the platforms that the developer is dreaming for.
how do you? That's funny. You mentioned stealth because you guys just hit me. You guys gave me 2 ideas during this. One was a coin called Aladdin because everyone gets rug pulled. Why don't we get a coin that the rug takes you to the moon? I thought that was kind of funny,
There
right?
you
The
go.
rug doesn't pull you. You actually can fly. You can fly on the rug, you know? So you guys gave me this funny idea. I don't know where it came from, but, you know, the Aladdin coin. But then, watch, it will be out tomorrow. Mongoose coin, right? The other idea, though, is how do you go about releasing tech with people you want to work with and worrying that they're going to take it or use it? Or like, how do you because it's like such a right? It's your baby, but you want someone to integrate. How do you let people integrate while still protecting, you know, your proprietary rights? You know, like how does that work? And,
It's a belief in putting it out there. So we want to make sure that we're doing our due diligence. So we have third parties that are doing our security checks. I mean, I come from 22 years of cybersecurity, man. So I don't even believe in myself being the only one checking this stuff. So that's the beauty of having support, having a community.
Is he hanging from a rope right there? I'm just.
I don't know.
Oh, my green screen fell.
I
Sorry
don't know what
about
Armando's doing.
that. Whoa, my green screen.
He's getting his super suit on over there.
Like,
yeah.
whoa. I also
Potter.
provide the comic relief. It was getting a little too techy there. Sorry. Sorry, Nick.
I'm just gonna start doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter invisibility cloak.
No, I'm sorry. It's great. Oh man.
But it's protected. The
yeah.
Superman comes in.
Protecting IP.
So
You're
yeah,
telling-
it's about making sure that we're doing our due diligence to provide something that isn't too complicated, that it brings in technical challenges like security incidents, things like that, but also forward thinking enough that we're taking into account that it's not just my baby of being code, that we are trying to give this to the community. We are putting
Nice.
this out there,
Yeah.
leveraging GitHub and leveraging the community, various different platforms. So, and in that aspect, right now we have the conversion going from C# to C++ for Unreal support. We're sponsoring Stride Engine to support developers over there in their game community space. We're working with Godot to support their games community space. The goal isn't to lock in anyone to one piece. It's just to provide an easier way of doing it.
And another piece of that that Nick kind of skirted around is that these components, we're not charging for the components themselves, right? So whenever whenever you download the SDK, we're not charging you to download it. So if you want to steal it, why steal it? Just we let you download it for free. Now we do have service level agreements. If you want some support, if you want some time with Nick, if you want some time with me or Armando or whatever, if you want some time to kind of guide you through the process of integrating it, yeah, come on, let's talk. And we have different levels of SLA for that. But the bottom line is that the idea is that it's decentralized and community owned, right? And we believe that you can still survive, you can still make money and give people what they want for free.
Wow. Interesting. Now, when we were talking before getting our preliminary talk, we went over NFTs, big name, right? You guys brought up the word utility NFT. Explain that. Explain what you mean. Explain what's going on there. Dive into that.
Looking at NFTs in the way that they're used right now, they're basically art, a poster on your wall, if you will. So say you have a car NFT, it's as good as the poster on your wall. Utility NFTs, right? This is part of the core OR system, is the utility NFT. This provides an actual usage of that NFT, whether that's in the case of music, whether that's in the case of movies, whether that's in the case of a game object. So as we're talking about like Metaverse and things like that, the vendors out there in the real world are going to want to be able to have that same exposure into the quote unquote Metaverse, the cyber world. Because as more personal as you become with your Metaverse counterpart, you want to set yourselves apart from everybody else, which then, those vendors aren't going to want to lose out on that revenue stream for themselves. So the utility version of the NFT provides the ability to not only own that item, but then leverage it in either, or system in a game, in an app. And the beauty of it is because the SDK allows support for everything in the system, you can share that, right? That vendor can have that same item leveraged by two different developers in the system. So now you can take your Nike shoes from one game to another because that's your digital persona. And the OR system, the SDK, those games that use it in that ecosystem, have that availability. That also gives those developers access to vendors and content that they wouldn't otherwise be able to afford, right? Because the utility NFT is being used as essentially a license or digital rights management, DRM piece, for that content. And if you don't own the wallet, you don't own the content, you can't use it in any of the games. So only those that have that NFT or only those that have that license get to use it, while still being able to have that exposure to anyone and any game developer and content creator and everything within the ecosystem.
Amazing. So Lord Vero, even another 1999. I think it's pretty cool how much Lifer and the ORE align with the spirit of giving versus trying to just simply make money. Money comes to those that give freely. Honestly, I think we're all blessed with situations in life. If you get the right situations, you get to build from the right place. Not everyone gets that lucky to get broken down to zero. I'll share a little personal story with you guys. My wife lost her father to COVID. I left New York City. I had a good job working for David Letterman in the TV industry. I had been always, I had been studying technical analysis for years, but my life got twisted completely upside down. I had everything stripped from me. Right. I came back to my hometown of Boston where I knew, I had friends from when I was a kid, but you don't want to show up at their house. Hey, I came from New York, because COVID was all over New York and they were all in their little houses in Boston. So I spent a year isolated because I didn't want to freak everybody out and ring their doorbell. Right. So I spent a year, my wife cried herself to sleep every night while she said goodbye to her father through an iPhone. I shut my computer off. I didn't stream as much as you thought I would. I went outside. I built a walkway from bare hands. I went on YouTube, learned how to build brick. I built all this stuff. I cleared bush, and I just spent time in the woods. And I came back and I started my channel, and I got to 1,000 views, and I hit 968 views, and they gave me a strike for no reason, and they couldn't tell me why. And they said I was scammy, or I think it was those WhatsApp comments. I don't know what it was to this day. They never tell you what it was. And I had to pray to God and tell God that I had nothing left. I was leaving my old industry. I never wanted to work as a video editor again and sit in a room and edit video for 10 hours a day. Like, even if it was for 500 grand a year, like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I hated it. Didn't want to go that route. Wanted to be a personality. Wanted to go my own way. And I said, God, could you please, like, I'm at the bottom, I said, I'm close to suicide. I literally said, I'm feeling like lows of lows that I've ever had. I'm having visions of myself, like, in dark places. Like, and I said, I need this channel. It's my guiding light. And I always prayed to God and said, thank you. This time I said, I need you. Like, I said, I am done. Like, I said, I'm going to put my life in your arms, in your faith. Like, you know, and next morning, 4 a.m., oh, you've been reinstated. Since then, this channel has never looked back. So when people think about like making money, I was at zero. Like, I had everything stripped from me, like my soul, my spirit, I was at rock bottom, and like I built and I built and I built, and like there's no going back now. Like, there's no going back. Like, cause I know like there's no way. Like, I've added brick by brick now. And so when he put that super chat about like, you know, making money, I laugh at someone who just starts a company to make money, because it's like, that's just so against my alignment. Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, of course we need money. Of course we all have business. Like, we all want to, like, you know, I want to spend 10 to get back 20, and I have to do it properly. But it's really about being self-sufficient, like you guys said, right? It's really about not waiting for someone else to do it for me, which is kind of the same idea with you guys not signing up to a SEX, because it's like, okay, do it all for us. Like, put us where we should go, and then we have to be under your kind of pathway the whole line. Like, if we forge our own path, if we forge our own way, like, and I tell everyone out here watching this stream, they're forging their own way right now. They're using ORE, right? Now I met them because if they both sat and decided to work for Microsoft or some company, and I decided to work for Letterman, we both would have been sitting at our cubicles right now. We would not all be in this live stream right now going, you know, we would be working for someone else. But because everyone at this table forged a path, our paths collided, and that's the type of people you're going to meet when you break out of the 9-to-5. You're going to meet the people that are forging their own paths, and you will not believe, you're going to have such more powerful friends. When you work, I'm not hating on 9-to-5, but I'm saying when you work a 9-to-5, like, the most people you rub elbows with are cubicle people, are people that are just kind of following suit, you know? When you breach out, when you go your own way, you start realizing that, like, everyone's in this little place, and you're up here with these other people that are just kind of like living their life and doing what they want. Like, everyone here at this table had a vision and an idea at one point, and you guys forged a path which then found your path, right? Now you're together, you formed ORE. So I just like, and then that's why my channel's so serious. I'm so passionate about it because it's my everything. It took me from the depths of where I was to here today, and I'm so appreciative and thankful for everyone that watches the live stream, for every tiny super chat from 1 penny to $200. Like, and like he said, like, those who, it's weird too, when I wanted money so much, and when I tried money and I thought about money, I wasn't getting any money. Like, now when I've released myself and just kind of now look, I made $400 today. It's just nuts to me how it starts to come when you finally release yourself of the need, you know? This channel, you guys, everything has been I've just been on a journey that I feel so blessed. And I just want to say thank you, everyone that's coming out today.
Thank you, man. You know, seriously. I mean, it is a blessing to be part of this. It is a blessing to be doing what we're doing. And thank you.
That's what I tell people. People that get worried about, like, should I buy this? Should I buy that? I'm like, whoever bought $1 to 5,000 to 10, whoever literally pressed the buy button on Bitcoin today, you're one of the luckiest people in the world right now. Even if you ORE, any coin, I don't care what, but, you know, Bitcoin, to be in crypto right now, to have your money in this industry when most people, we are at the beginning stages. Like, I am so excited for where this is. Like, we are at .com 1990. Like, Bitcoin, I'm telling you, my heart of heart, $1 million, $5 million, it's going to be $10 million a coin, 2030, easy. Like, without a doubt on my mind, like, probably more by the way they're printing the money, you know? And you are lucky to even be deep into crypto at this point. Like, so I know everyone's hurting sometimes. Bitcoin's been going up and down. It hasn't been an easy month for everybody here. You know, even guys like this, the ORE was at 31 million market cap. They probably had a nice budget. Their budget's been chopped, right? They watched their coin go up and down. It's not easy. Every one of us is struggling, but it's our core belief.
Let me throw this out there real quick.
Yeah.
We do not run our organization based on the token funds. So we do not run our organization on the token funds. We do not
I
take
love
out
hearing that.
to fund this project. Okay, the OR system is privately funded, 100%.
Look at that.
We have a corporate, we have a business established. We have private
Excellent.
funding.
Excellent.
We do not. So that also gives us the benefit of being able to do those changing things and have that dream, right? If we were just a token project, and I say just a token project, we would have to live and die by what the token does. We do not live and die by the token.
And it's getting obvious what a token project is and what a project. Like, guys ask me for something today now, and I go over it. I'm like, there's nothing else but the token. Like, it's freaking this, that, and that. I'm like, come on. Like, I said, you can't make a roadmap for a roadmap. Like, when you give me money, I'll be what I'm gonna be. Like, well, what are you gonna be now? Like, you gotta have, like, you guys. When I met you guys and I sat with Armando, when I first talked with Armando, I said, he's like, it's been sweat equity since day one. Like, we're all so deep in this already. Like, we packed our bags with lint and sweat before we even started this, So, I love to hear that. I was impressed by that. And I got the sense that he was someone that was in something that he cared about. That's why the AMA was created. We sat down, had an interview, me and Armando, and his frequency was so on point and so connected to the way I felt that I just knew. I mean, I didn't realize you guys were going to be this great. You guys are awesome. Like, each and every one of you, I can really feel the bond you have. I can see the team. I recently went to New York and I got to meet the Nervos team. CKB, great people. I don't know if you ever met Kevin Wang, the CEO of Nervos. Great people, man. It's cool to meet these teams, and I can see, he has his marketing, and I can see how everyone's interacting. And when you see the team together, it makes you want to invest even more, because then you're like, wow, like, I can see why they want to be around each other. I can see why they want to grow. I can see what they're creating, This is great for everyone here. So many of us are investing in anonymous projects. We don't know any of we don't see any faces. We don't know anything, And so this is great. Like, I'm just blessed. Like, it's so exciting to know, I've invested in something, and then I can actually see the people that are like, putting my money to work. Like, unbelievable. Like,
we have a phone number. Call us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a little old school like that, but yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that,
Seriously,
Micah. And thank you for sharing that, man. That was really touching, man. I do appreciate that, man. We have a lot in common.
Sometimes I don't want to get too far away, because I know we're trying to be promotional and stuff. I try to dabble, but like, I bring that emotion and that passion into everything I do. And some people can't handle it and some people can, and it's like, it brings that quality to the channel. Like, we scare away the people that just really can't use the word I love you and that don't know how to use emotions. And like, and then we bring people in that have strong frequencies. And then the people that don't, we teach them how to use the word love, and we teach them how to use the word it's okay. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's funny about that. People, the word love can actually make people feel uncomfortable. Like, if you ever have a good friend, you're starting to get to know him, you're like, I love you, man. He'll be like, have a good night. Like, all right, he's not ready to use that word yet, but he'll be there one day, It's interesting. It's funny, But so everything I do is with passion. If I bring you on the channel, it's because I care about you guys. I care about what, my wallet is cool. If ORE goes to the moon and I make, it's like some people say, oh yeah, he put ORE because he wants to make money. Of course, I'm invested in the project. It's all, but at the same time, I truly believe I could die tomorrow. I always bring the fact that I went through a glass door. My main artery was just gushing blood. Like, I've seen the idea that I may not be here before, and it was a reality to me at the time. Like, it was a lot of blood coming out, and I was like, am I going to make it to the hospital in time before I don't, And so when people talk about losing a trade, I'm like, dude, like, I'm still here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
So I appreciate every moment that I get to spend with everyone, especially people with high frequency, So let's get the likes up to the watchers. like, comment, share. Let's go, Warriors, Life Warriors. Yeah, no, not up to 100 likes. We had 126 people watching. But guys, any last few things you want to say? I don't want to waste much more of your time. Good hour-long interview.
No time wasted here, man.
But yeah, any last things you want to say to let the people know? I think you guys covered so much. But anything else?
I'll put a plug in for Armando. Check out the Warrior Hour every Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can come
every
see
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central.
And is that on YouTube? Is that on
Yep.
Is
on
that
our YouTube channel?
on the ORE YouTube channel. So let's plug that real quick. ORE.
ORE System YouTube channel. It's Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's more of a fireside chat. Sure, we get a little serious here and there. We always try to have a guest, whether it's from the community or someone we may or may not be working with. We try to keep it a surprise. But yeah, it's a great time. It's myself, Eric, and Jimmy, who are also part of the core team.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Sorry for the technical difficulty with my stupid
No,
green screen
I
that fell
lost
earlier.
the interview
What
for
the
a
hell's
second,
going
so
on?
I can't blame anybody. We're getting by.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You guys made my day, made my night, made my week. Thank you, everyone coming in. I appreciate you all. And yeah, with that being said, have a wonderful Saturday. And
Hey, you two guys.
Warriors.
Thank you very much.
Rock on
Warriors,
crypto
baby.
life,
Talking to
baby.
you soon, man.
Crypto
Yeah,
life.
Crypto life
life
for
for-
life, baby. At the end of every
Boston.
live stream, I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life.
Crypto
Peace.
is life.